Thank you, Ministers, DMS. Now, illegal nightlife gatherings in Singapore during COVID are not new. We had such incidents at Golden Mile Complex last year, which should have made the authorities aware that regulations alone would not be sufficient to keep such incidents from occurring. Rather, better enforcement would be needed. And yet, shopkeepers near the latest cluster we spoke to told us that SDAs are only deployed in the area during the day. Why was there not more enforcement which could have prevented this? Thank you.
The enforcement agencies continue to work very hard across the whole of Singapore. It's not just in places like these. We know of illegal gatherings outside of KTV lounges. It has happened at homes. It has happened in hotels. It has happened in restaurants. It has happened even in warehouses. So I assure you, the enforcement agencies are stretched. They are working around the clock, pursuing every lead that they receive. But the illegal activities have not stopped. They continue, and we will continue to do our part as best as we can to go out with all the enforcement efforts. And each time we find someone, we will pursue and take very firm and tough enforcement action against anyone that breaches the rules. The enforcement agencies will be beefed up. They are beefed up partly through safe distancing ambassadors already. So that's the first line of detection. Safe distancing ambassadors do not enforce, but they are there as a first line to detect, to encourage, to alert, and then the enforcement agencies that can come in. But you can appreciate that each time you do an enforcement check, there is a little bit of cat and mouse going on, because the enforcement officers come in, the people who are breaking the rules will be on the lookout. They see someone coming in, and then they may start to adjust and respond accordingly. So mounting an operations to catch and to pick up someone who has broken the rules is not always such a simple matter. You sometimes have to go in with a sting operation. You sometimes have to go in with a mystery shopper, with a plain clothes, and then you mount special operations, especially when you have some information that wrongdoing or illegal activities are happening. And like I said, these operations have been mounted across multiple venues over the past year and a half. We will continue to step up. We will continue to support our enforcement agencies as much as we can. But at the same time, I must appeal to everyone in Singapore. Please do your part. The more we behave badly and break the rules, it will be a never-ending spiral, right? Enforcement agencies have to keep on doing more, and then more bad behavior, and we keep on doing more, and then it never stops. And the consequence of every single action is so can be so consequential now, as we have seen. One single irresponsible behavior can have devastating impact for the entire community. So yes, we will beef up our enforcement efforts. We will ramp up as we have been doing. It's never stopped. It's never slowed down. It will continue. But we appeal to everyone, please do your part. And if you know of others who are breaking the rules, let us know. And we will collectively, let us remind each other to be responsible individually and as a society.